Hey guys, how's it going? I have another update for the Reno project. I know you guys are all just waiting. I got a call today from the person who handles all the admin work, and she gave me a call and asked me to start setting up the next phase. So the Friday after Christmas, we're gonna start the next project, which is the construction phase. We don't have a ton of construction to do, really. There's not a whole lot, but we're gonna put in the backsplash, and it's so silly, but like it's shocking how difficult it is to pick a backsplash or really pick anything, because once you pick it, you're kind of stuck with it for a while. So you want to make sure you're making the right move and that it coordinates and matches with the theme you have going on. So I picked like a herringbone pattern. I tried looking at all different types of patterns, and I couldn't get past that. I'm really attracted to that style, so we're going for that. In some light grays, whites, just to kind of match the tone of the countertops and the floors, because eventually the cabinets are going to be turned white as well. So we're modernizing and brightening up the kitchen. We're also going to get into some more construction work, which would be we have a couple of windows in the kitchen that look into a bonus room. And the reason they look into the bonus room is because the bonus room was an addition. So those windows used to look out into the backyard, which is really nice and cute to see the trees and the birds. But now when you look through the windows, you're just looking into another room. So it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to keep the windows. I'm keeping one just because a couple people recommended to me that if we closed off both of them, then it would really darken the kitchen, because now the kitchen is interior. There's really no windows that look outside anymore, just, into that other room. So we're getting rid of one of them and making the wall flush so that we can put a nice hutch or, some type of large baker's rack there. I'm envisioning having cookbooks, putting my KitchenAid, some nice baking products there, hanging some of my teacups, just making it like a really cute but functional area that looks nice and is useful for me. And getting rid of the window also, is a big part of it. They have to make that flush, and then they're gonna have to sheetrock, paint, do a lot over in that section. The whole kitchen is gonna get painted as well. I also want to paint the French doors that lead to the bonus room. They're a darker color. Throughout the house, there's a lot of darker trim, which was an older style, and it looks nice, but since we're trying to get away from that look and go into more brighter modern looks, we're doing away with that. So wherever we see the darker trim in the kitchen, we're going to be turning that into a nice white color. Then with the French doors, once we're done with that, there's going to be, we're going to paint the other side of the kitchen as well. There is one area where the trash cans are right now, which right now it's just, two trash cans sitting in there. One's for recycling, one's for trash. And it's just like an open alcove in there. And that's where our old fridge used to sit, which was, a small fridge. And because of the way the staircase is built behind it, we actually couldn't make that space larger. So that's why we ended up moving the fridge out of there. And we're now turning that little alcove into like a second pantry / storage space area. So the trash cans are gonna stay there. We're gonna put some brackets, some shelving in there, and use that for our extra, pots and pans, put our cast iron, skillets. We have a ton of cooking ware that we only use sometimes that lives in the garage, but it would be nice to have easier access to it. And I think also having it in our line of sight or just easier access will make us want to use it more, because when it's put away on a shelf in a garage, I tend to forget that we even have it. Like every once in a while I'll go back there and say, oh my God, I forgot we have a fryer, or I forgot we have this wine chiller, because I just never think about it. So being able to use that space inside the kitchen and put more kitchen gadgets in there is really the intention of that. And they have to custom make a door to go over that area, because it's not a regular size standard door. So they have to do some custom work to make it fit in there. And you can't just do like a regular door, because if you open it, you're gonna bump into the kitchen island. So they have to kind of finagle it in there. But that's gonna be a big part of the construction. Like I said, there's not a ton of construction to do in there, but some painting, some building, some sheetrocking. So after you know, the backsplash is put in and then they start painting, I have to figure out what paint color I'm gonna do. So we talked about doing some neutrals because the flooring has some gray patterns, the cabinets are gonna be white, the countertops have white and gray veining going through it. The backsplash is gonna have some light grays and whites and maybe some mix of darker grays in there too with the herringbone pattern. And I think we're gonna end up going more neutral for the walls, so it's not like too overwhelming in there, and to keep it, you know, bright and open and airy in there. I think we're gonna kind of keep with the same color palette that we've been using the whole while with our paint. We're very simple. I've been using Benjamin Moore. We use, I think it's Revere Pewter, which is a nice warm gray color. We have that in our dining room, in one of our hallways, and then also in one of our bathrooms. So it's a nice gray color, but it has a warm undertone to it, so it's called a grayish. So it doesn't have that cold feeling. It's a little darker than maybe some people are used to, but we use it more for accent pieces. So I don't want to do something that dark in the kitchen, but the complement color is White Dove. And that actually also has slight gray undertone to it, but it's a nice white color with a little bit of the gray undertone into it. So when you're looking at it in certain lights, it doesn't look like a plain boring white. It does have a little bit of some color to it, but it's a nice neutral color. So I think we're gonna stick with that color in the kitchen and just keep it nice and bright and airy in there. So that's what we're doing next. I think once we have the backsplash in and we start painting, it's really gonna look a lot different in there. And then there's really not a whole lot of stuff to do after that. We have to build a custom piece around our new refrigerator to make a new alcove where we're gonna put some tall boy cabinets in there and then a couple cabinets on top of the fridge. So we're gonna create more space. We got rid of our junk drawers when we moved our office area, so we need some junk drawers again because Jeff and I accumulate a lot of junk. But this is a good reason to purge and get rid of stuff. So we're using this time to take advantage of that. But so no more kitchen updates until after Christmas. That Friday we'll start. So I'll take a few pictures and share with you guys what's going on then, but I'm super stoked. So thanks for sticking around and listening. And if you guys have any questions or want to know about any other renovation work, just let me know. I'm happy to talk about anything with you guys. Thanks so much.